clouds are going to have an influence on temperature. We've seen this actually, not necessarily with clouds, but with smoke in the sky. Lately, we've seen that having an influence on our temperature, making it colder. Now, clouds, we know that on a cloudy day, it's going to be a little bit cooler, but clouds actually do two different things. And it really depends on the type of clouds, right? So thinking back to our Earth's energy balance, it's light energy that's coming in. So the light comes down. We know that light energy needs to come down. Once it makes it down to the surface, that light energy, oh, that looks kind of like water. We better do it in a dark color. Once that light energy makes it to the surface, it's going to probably, well, some will reflect, but some is going to be converted into heat energy, and that's going to be our Earth's energy balance. That's how it gets warmer. Good. So what can happen with this light energy? Well, it depends on what type of cloud you're looking at, right? Some clouds are going to be lower and thicker clouds. All right, so I'm going to draw a low. Okay, so if it is a low cloud, not blue again. If it is a low and a thick cloud, these guys are going to be our stratus clouds. We'll learn about the names of clouds in a little bit. Those stratus clouds, because they're low and they're thick, and you know, sometimes they look a little daunting as well, right? So they might actually be a little bit gray around the edges, and well, it's starting to look a little bit more like a cloud with the gray around there, right? So those thicker, darker clouds, clouds, if you have ever been in an airplane up above there, you know exactly what's happening to that light energy as it's coming down. That light energy is bouncing right off the top of those clouds, and the light energy is coming down, and boom, it goes right back off. All right, so these clouds are kind of creating their own albedo. All right, so we call that cloud forcing albedo. Albedo, and that causes it to be cooler down below. All right, now, something else can happen with a different type of cloud. You see, not all clouds are created equal. Sometimes they're going to be higher and wispier clouds. Sometimes it might just be haze that it looks like in the sky. These are often made out of ice, so we call them cirrus clouds. Not circus clouds. Cirrus clouds. No, they're cirrus clouds. And they're going to be higher and thinner. Higher, thinner cirrus clouds. Well, those clouds don't do such a job at blocking the light energy. And so light energy is able to pass right through them. The light then hits the surface, gets converted into heat energy, and that heat energy then, as long wave heat. Long wave. Do you get this idea that I care about what's long wave and short wave? Short wave. Well, here's the deal. These higher, thinner clouds, water vapor in the sky, and even these guys, sometimes they block this heat from escaping, from making it all the way out to space. And so what starts to happen is we get this buildup of heat from these clouds. So we don't often think about clouds as making it warmer, but indeed, these higher, thinner clouds can often make it warmer at our lower elevations. I'm sorry, at the surface. So, what do clouds do? Well, what type of cloud are you talking about? If it's a stratus, if it's a lower, thick cloud, the light energy bounces right back off. Okay? If it's a higher and a thinner cloud, then it's going to be trapping some of that heat. And if you've ever can picture a greenhouse, that's where this term greenhouse effect comes in, because light energy comes in, but heat energy doesn't. Most of us don't have greenhouses, but a lot of us have automobiles, and that's the same idea. So the light goes into the window, and then if the car's all closed up, then it gets warm in there. So that's kind of this greenhouse effect that we start to see. Just like your car windows, light goes in, but heat does not come back out. Okay, so we have some clouds forming a greenhouse effect, other ones causing this cloud forcing albedo. I think we call this greenhouse forcing or something like that. But anyway, that's going to be what clouds do. Do they make it a little warmer? Yes. Do they make it a little bit cooler? Yes. It all depends on the type of cloud that you're dealing with.